let it go, let it go, let it go. I like that, y'all. I like that, y'all.
Hey there, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. How are you doing, crypto friends? Welcome to the Crypto Happy Hour. I'm so happy to be here, finally settled, not traveling, and hopefully the technical stuff will work for me today. How are you doing out there? You got a big ass, shitty ass grin on your face? Your wallet's so fat, everything is nice and green, so happy to come to you tonight. First thing I want to show you is the liquidations of the folks that are going long and short on some of these exchanges where they're leveraging your trades 100x. Please don't do that. Hang on to your money. Be patient. Okay? Okay. Let's move on to, here we go. We'll go to BTC/USD. BTC/USD now, we got up here, we climbed it through that evaluation zone. And if you're not familiar with the trading style that we use here, you can go to, there's a link in the chat over there. Click on that link and you can go and review how we use the Fibonacci's, the moving averages, and all those kind of things. So let's have a look at support and resistance for BTC/USD. Support sitting there at the 53,183.47. And still trying to climb up through that 54,409.67 for BTC/USD. We did get this 1226 cross, and you can see up there that 100-day moving average up above us. So we're going to keep a big old stinky eye on that thing as we try to get there and climb up through. Let's move on to Ethereum, ETH/USD. Seeing here on the chart, we have the 12 cross over the 26. That's the red and the blue. And so now we are in the right configuration for upside potential for ETH. So we will move the support level up to that previous low there at the 2475.84. And we have that. Is that the all-time high? No, it is not. There's the all-time high up there at the 2648.44 and resistance 2542.06 for Ethereum. Moving on to BNB, Binance Coin. Oh, that got all kind of weird. I did rechart this. I don't know why I did not save, so I apologize. So let's move this around here just a little bit there. We are above the 100-day moving average on BNB USD. You see the thick yellow line here is 100-day. And the 12 did cross over the 26. So waiting for those averages to kind of work themselves out. So that's going to happen probably within the next day. But meanwhile, back at the back cave, we have 528.67. Support 555.41. Resistance, as we can clearly see here on the chart. Let's have a look at ADA, USD, Cardano. Still under that 100-day moving average, 12 crossover 26. I won't say it again. So just keep in mind, we're watching these moving averages. They do have a lot of meaning in the technical analysis here. So we have support up there. Let's move that up where it belongs at the 1.21 and resistance at the just below that there on the wick of that candle, 1.253 for Cardano. Moving on to PolkaDot, DOT, USD. Very firm line of resistance here, 33.55, straight line across, and we do have that support at the 32.24 for PolkaDot. Moving on to the Doge. Let's see what the Doge is doing. Very lightly traded now. Doge is going to sleep until someone rich says it's going forward. So I want to point out, though, that we are sitting along that 26-day moving average, just riding along when things are asleep. So keep that in mind. That's why we use these numbers, the 12, 26, and 100-day moving average. As you can back test and clearly see that these are very, very accurate. So we'll move that support up to the 0.2581, resistance up to 2851, 2895, I should say. Let's move on to LTC, a USD, up 8% today. Litecoin, and so we have resistance 248.39, and then 239.80 for the support. Still inverted, but things are looking up for the crypto space. Moving on to LINK USD. Here we are touching down on that 26-day as it's kind of trending down, but we have the 12-day trending up. So here we go, folks. This is the crypto space. We are looking at LINK USD. Support 34.06. Resistance up there at the 35.37. Slightly increasing volume on the bear side, so keep an eye out for that as we move on to XLM USD Stellar. Got through those resistance level that we had marked for you this morning, so things are looking a mighty fine. So we'll come on up here and look for the next resistance level for XLM is going to be up there at the 0.49. So look at that 0.50 psychological, and then we're going to look up here at the 0.4761 support. And of course, as we always do, we're going to move that stop loss just beneath that previous low to keep things nice and tight as we move into the sales target. You see up there in that red area where we will take some profit. Let's move on to VETUSD, Vechain. Vechain, we have support 0.1846 and resistance up there at the 0.1986. And just want to point out, you see the 100-day moving average providing resistance at the moment as the 12 and the 26 all converge. So let's move on to VTHO USD, the Vechain token. Quick check to see we're still live. Yes, we are. And we will massage those there. There we go. 0.0172 for support, 0.0184 resistance up there. Straight line, 100-day moving average looking up above there. FIL USD looking mighty strong here as we climb up through let's go. No, we don't have to go to the 1 hour. We can grab that off the 4 hour 151.13 support. And then we have resistance 155.112. And we're going to take the stop loss and we're going to bring that thing just beneath those over here, beneath those lows. Let's move on to Storj, STORJ USD, the competitor to Filecoin. All these cloud storage coins and tokens here. So let's go up here, and there we have the resistance at the 1.99. So roughly the $2 psychological. That's always going to be a consideration for us. And then we'll go to 1.83 support. And we'll move that stop loss up there just beneath those lows over there. So my particular style is going to be 1.73. So for the stop loss, moving on to IOTA, up 19%. Internet of Things. You see the ones that we have marked for you this morning. So let's look here. How are we doing here? So we are still hanging around here at the support 1.90. Perfect indication of that 100-day moving average. You see that thick yellow line. So we're going to look at resistance at 2.04 to get through IOTA. Moving on to comp, COMP USD. You Coinbase traders out there, this one is available for you. And let's scope into the 1 hour time frame. So we need to dial this one in just a little bit. There we go. As you can see, we are climbing up into the all-time high for comp, so that's why I'm trying to get you a little tighter range on the 1 hour time frame. So we have support sitting there at the 627.50, and then your ultimate, you see the pivot there for your resistance 650 psychological, and then 669.83 is the all-time high. So if it were me, I would set my stop loss just underneath this 26-day moving average here on the 1 hour. COMP USD. Hey, by the way, how you doing out there? I see some folks in the chat and stuff. Thank you for stopping by. Very quickly, before your instincts tell you otherwise, click that like button. Like, subscribe, all those kind of things for the YouTube algorithm to share around with other folks like-minded like yourself that are interested to learn how to chart these things. So let's move on to BAT. I'll always need your attention, basic attention coin. The 12 is crossing over the 26, so we are going to see some push to the upside. We have a good ways to go up to the 100-day moving average, that thick yellow line up above us there. Meanwhile, back at the back cave, support 1.0947, and we can bring that resistance level down here a little tighter for you. More realistic is we're trying to get through that 1.164. Very tight range. Squeeze that stop loss just beneath that 12 and 26 moving average. If you're starting to engage in this trade, that's what these green things and yellow and red mean. It's time to spend some money. This is not financial advice. Never ever take advice from anybody on YouTube whatsoever on your finances. Commercial over. Moving on to ETC, USD. Ethereum Classic. Looking in much better shape than some of the other ones here. You see the 100-day moving average is magically beneath everything else. So that's what we like. We want the shorter time frames up top and longer time frames to the bottom. So we see the 12 is about to cross the 26, indicating to us technically that that is going to go, the price is going to go higher. So anyway, let's have a look at resistance at the 32.973 support. Marching its way on top of that 26-day moving average at the 31.322 for ETC, a USD. Have a look at NEM XEM USD. 12 crossing the 26, but we have a ways to go up there. So slow going, but still watching 0.2957 is your support level, and then we will get something more realistic down there at the 0.3148 on these highs for NIM. Moving on to MANA, MANA This one's on Coinbase for you Coinbase fans out there. MANA looking pretty strong here at the 1.1822 a 3 support. There's a voice crack, that's hilarious. And resistance at the 1.251. Marching its way right up there. Just ignore the wicks, but you can see that 100-day moving average is giving us strength to the upside. Moving on to ZIL USD. Support 0.1576570. All those decimals running out there. And then resistance at the 0.16861706. Geez. There we go. Brazil. 1226 crossing here. So looking for some upside potential for those things, as we're already up 15%. And congratulations to you folks that bought the dip. That's what it's all about in crypto. NU USD looking mighty strong as it tried to climb up through here. We'll get that new resistance level, and there we go. 0.4289 support, and then we have the 0.485, and we will bring that stop loss on up there. And just beneath this previous low here, just kind of trail it up as you go along, folks, and keep that money safe. Moving on to NMR USD. And things have gone wacky city here on the training view, but anyway, we do have support sitting at the 61.72, resistance up at the 65. You see that tightening range as we climb into NMR. So if you are in this trade, like myself, I got back down in there. I have no idea how this chart got so wonky here, or the trading idea. But we will bring that stop loss just underneath. We're on the 4-hour time frame, and get that stop underneath that 12-day moving average. Moving on to GRT USD, the graph token. And we have support. Where are we here? Yep, that's holding up at the 1.4242. And we can tighten up that resistance level you see on that previous high there. 12 crossing over the 26, so we're going to run up until we come and meet the 100-day moving average up here above us. I'll try not to talk any more about that, but we will move the stop loss up just beneath those moving averages. If I didn't say it, 1.50 psychological for GRT USD. Let's have a look at UNI. You ain't got no alibi. Running up through there, nice and strong up to the, trying to get to that all-time high. And there's you a resistance level. Previous high 38.522. And we are leaning back on 37.43 support. Bringing that stop loss up there, trailing it up tight. We're up above all the moving averages, so we'll just set it right beneath those lows. Find your whatever your stop loss tolerance is for UNI USD, AAVE USD. on top of that 100-day moving average, 12 cross over the 26. And we're going to get our support levels up there at 392.71, resistance obviously at 409.27 straight across there. And stop loss just beneath that 100-day moving average. Moving on to MKR USD. So we have our support level at 3940.87 and resistance 4192 or 4150, I should say. Psychological, nice round number for NKR. Audio AU DIO USD fell down below our previous support level, so we're going to put support down there just above that 100-day moving average at 2.211. And no, I'm not dying of COVID, folks. I do have allergies in the south, allergic to everything that pollinates itself. So thanks for asking. 2.31 resistance, 2.211 support. For audio, C8Z USD, 0.440 support and 0.4818 unchanged from this morning. We will move, if you are initiating this trade, move our stop loss just beneath these moving averages there. There we are. Moving on to Theta. Okay, and so we're going to put our support level 10.219 on that previous low. 12 did cross over the 26. And imagine yourself meeting that resistance up there at the 100-day moving average. So watch out for that. A little bit of wiggle room to go into until we get up to the 11.37 resistance for Theta. ENJ. And got up to that 2.55 resistance and the support 2.39. And we'll just let that stop loss sit right there, nice and pretty. Wrap it up here with Harmony 1 ONE USD. Had a good run up here. Congratulations to you guys and gals that got in on this one. Trying to bounce, and we will more than likely bounce off that 100-day moving average, so we'll set that support level. We'll zoom into the 1 hours if we can't find some previous price action. Oh, let's see here. Got the wrong one. There we go. So looking at support at the 0.1304 and resistance up there to 0.1482 for Harmony 1. Bitcoin dominance relatively flat, nothing to report here. 51.22, and then we'll look at the total crypto market cap, starting to get back into that $2 trillion mark. I imagine that is so on CoinGecko or some of the other ones, but here on TradingView they're saying a $1,965 billion for total crypto market cap. Folks, that does it for me. Unless you have anything in the chat you want me to chart real quick. I see you ghosting around there. That's okay. I know you're shy. But I appreciate you stopping by. Meanwhile, just kind of if you casually hit that like button. And even more casual, subscribe. And if you want to be alerted, you'll get one email per live stream if you ring that bell. Okay. Well, folks, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate your attendance, and I will see you in the morning, bright and early on the Crypto Morning Show. Have a great evening.